Welcome to Accent Avenue. Today we are going to learn English through a very special story. This is the story of a boy who had one dream, one simple dream, to play cricket for India. His name was Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin was born on April 24, 1973, in Mumbai, India. Mumbai is a big, busy city. It is full of noise, people, and dreams. Sachin's father was a writer. His mother worked in an insurance company. When Sachin was a small boy, he loved cricket. He played cricket every day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. He never got tired. His brother Ajit saw this. Ajit said to his father, "This boy is special. We must find him a good coach."
And so, at the age of 11, Sachin met his coach. His name was Ramakant Achrekar. Coach Achrekar was a very strict man. He did not give easy praise, but he saw something in Sachin, something different. Coach Achrekar had a special method. He would place a 1 rupee coin on top of the stumps. He told Sachin, "If the bowler gets you out, the bowler gets the coin. If you are not out at the end of practice, the coin is yours." Sachin never wanted to lose that coin. He practiced harder and harder every single day. Today, Sachin still has all those coins. He says they are his most valuable possession. Not his trophies, not his records, those small 1 rupee coins.
Sachin grew fast. He was not just good, he was extraordinary. At the age of 14, he scored his first big century in school cricket. People started to talk about him. In 1988, Sachin and Vinod Kambli did something unbelievable. They batted together in a school match. They did not stop. They scored 664 runs together. The other team was so upset they left the field and did not finish the match. 664 runs, together, as schoolboys. The whole cricket world was watching now.
In 1989, Sachin was selected for the Indian cricket team. He was only 16 years old. 16. Most boys that age are still in school, thinking about their future. Sachin was already living his dream. His first match was against Pakistan. Pakistan is India's biggest rival in cricket. It was a very important and very pressure-filled match. The crowd was loud. The Pakistani bowlers were fast and aggressive. One bowler hit Sachin on the nose with a fast ball. Sachin's nose started to bleed. Everyone stopped. The team doctor came. People thought Sachin would leave the field. But Sachin did not leave. He wiped the blood, he stood back at the crease, and he continued to bat. That moment told the whole world, this boy is not afraid. In the early 1990s, Sachin became one of the best batsmen in the world. He scored centuries in England, Australia, South Africa, all over the world. Every country, every condition, every type of bowling. People started calling him special names, the Little Master, the God of cricket. In India, he was not just a cricketer, he was a religion. When Sachin batted, the whole country stopped. Offices became quiet, streets became empty. Families gathered around their televisions. Everyone watched, everyone prayed. There is a famous saying in India, When Sachin scores, India smiles. When Sachin gets out, India cries. That is how much the country loved him. But life was not always easy for Sachin. Success brought pressure, enormous pressure. Every match, every innings, every ball, the whole country was watching and expecting. Sachin once said, "I did not play for records, I played for India. But the expectations were so heavy sometimes, it was difficult to breathe." He carried the hopes of 1 billion people on his small shoulders every single day. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Sachin faced many difficult times. He had injuries. His elbow hurt badly. His back gave him pain. There were times when he could not even lift his bat properly. Critics said, "Sachin is finished. He is too old. He is too slow. India needs new players." But Sachin did not listen. He worked harder. He changed his batting style. He became more patient, more careful, more intelligent. And he came back, stronger than before. In 2003, during the Cricket World Cup, Sachin had one of the greatest tournaments any batsman has ever played. He scored 673 runs in the entire tournament. He was the highest scorer. He won the Player of the Tournament award. India did not win the World Cup that year. They lost in the final to Australia. Sachin was heartbroken. But he did not give up. He kept one dream alive in his heart: to win the World Cup for India before he retired. As years passed, Sachin kept breaking records. One record stood above all others: the record for the most centuries, the most scores of 100 or more in international cricket. No one in history had ever scored 100 international centuries. It seemed impossible, like climbing a mountain that had no top. Sachin chased this record for years. He would reach 90, then 95, then 99 centuries. The whole country was waiting. Every match, every innings, will this be the one? The wait was long, very long. People became nervous. Some said the pressure of the record was affecting his game. Then, on March 16, 2012, in a match against Bangladesh in Mirpur, Sachin hit the shot. The ball raced to the boundary. The crowd exploded. 100 international centuries. A record no one has broken to this day. A record that may never be broken. Sachin stood on the field. He looked up at the sky. His eyes were full of tears. He pointed upward to his father, who had passed away years before. It was one of the most emotional moments in the history of cricket.
Now we come to the most important chapter of Sachin's story. The chapter that made 1 billion people cry tears of joy. The year 2011. The Cricket World Cup was being held in India, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. For Sachin, this was his 6th World Cup, perhaps his last chance. He was 37 years old. His body was tired. His career was near its end, but his heart was still burning with one dream: to lift the World Cup trophy for India on Indian soil. India played brilliantly throughout the tournament. Match by match, they moved forward. The whole country was united. One team, one dream. The final was on April 2, 2011, India versus Sri Lanka. The match was held in Mumbai, Sachin's home city. India batted first. Sachin came to bat. The crowd went wild. His home city, his home ground, his last chance. Sachin scored 18 runs before getting out. It was not his best innings. He walked back to the pavilion quietly. But the team did not give up. MS Dhoni came in and played one of the greatest innings in World Cup history. He hit a six to win the match. India won the World Cup. The players ran onto the field. They were shouting, crying, hugging each other. And then they did something very special. They picked up Sachin Tendulkar on their shoulders. They carried him around the ground. One of the players said, "We have carried Sachin's dream for so long. Today, we wanted to carry Sachin." Sachin sat on their shoulders, his hands folded, tears flowing down his face, looking around at the stadium, his city, his country, his people. It was the most beautiful moment of his life. 2 years later, in November 2013, Sachin Tendulkar announced his retirement from cricket. His final match was at his home ground, Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. The whole country was emotional. It was not just the end of a career. It felt like the end of an era, a golden era of Indian cricket. In his farewell speech, Sachin spoke with tears in his eyes. He thanked his family, his coaches, his teammates, and most of all, the people of India. He said, "Whenever I was in trouble, I looked up at the sky and I could feel my father with me. I want to thank him for everything." The entire stadium was silent. Then it exploded with applause. People were crying. Players were crying. Even the commentators could not speak. Sachin walked off the field for the last time. He touched the ground with his hands. He kissed the pitch. He looked around slowly, trying to remember every single moment. And then he was gone. So, what can we learn from the story of Sachin Tendulkar? First, start early. Work hard. Sachin did not wait for opportunity. He went and found it at the age of 11. Second, never let pain stop you. When the ball hit his nose and he bled on the field at 16 years old, he did not leave. He stood back up. That is the mindset of a champion. Third, carry pressure with grace. 1 billion people depended on Sachin every time he batted. He did not run from that pressure, he embraced it. Fourth, your dream is worth waiting for. Sachin waited 22 years to win the World Cup. 22 years, but he never stopped believing. And finally, play for something bigger than yourself. Sachin never played for money or fame. He played for India. That purpose gave him strength that no training could give. If you are learning English today, remember this. Every great journey starts with one small step. Sachin started with 1 rupee coins. You are starting with 1 English story. Keep going. Your World Cup moment is coming. Thank you for learning English with Accent Avenue today. If this story inspired you, please like this video and share it with someone who is learning English. Subscribe to our channel for more stories like this one. Remember, every word you learn today is one step closer to confident English. Keep practicing, keep believing. See you in the next story.